Hi, today we're bringing you a low impact cardio session. So this is for anybody that's new to exercise, or if you're slightly older and you find it difficult to move around a little bit. Maybe if you're pregnant and you're trying to find something that's a little bit lower impact. Always consult your doctor before doing any exercise. If your doctor said it's okay, then please join me. We've got 10 exercises. We're going to switch between skipping and a low impact cardio exercise. There's always variations that I'll tell you as we go along to make it easier or make it a little bit harder. Join me.
So our first exercise today is going to be a march. So in the intro I said we're going to switch between skipping. Skipping is the high impact version of this. We're going for a low impact march. I'm holding some weights, so grab some if you can. You can grab some water bottles, some tins of cans, whatever you have next to you. We're just going to march out. Every single second exercise is going to be a march. Don't feel like you have to use the weights though, you can just march on the spot. So it's going to be 40 seconds of exercise with a 20-second break. So we've got 10 seconds left of this. Bring your knees as high as you feel comfortable. We're just getting warmed up and getting started. Okay, so now we've got our 20-second break, so I'll run through the next exercise. So this is going to be high knees. So standing on the spot, bring your knee up in line with your elbows. And let's go. If you don't feel like you can do this, bring your knees as high as you feel comfortable. Or you can do this from a sitting position, just bring your feet slightly off the ground. Well done, keep bringing those knees up and tapping them onto your hands. I always like to keep my hands high, and that gives me a good indication of where I need to be bringing my knees every time. If you're getting tired at all, then take a break, stop and relax a little bit. Okay, so our next exercise is going to be a march again, so we're just going to keep switching back to that march. So if you're using the weights, grab the weights, get ready. We've got 3 seconds left, 2, 1, and let's go for it. If this is quite easy for you, then try and bring your legs a little bit higher. If it's way too easy, then go into a skip, a pretend skip where you're putting your hands out to the side and you're jumping up and down like you're skipping. If it's too difficult, as I said, don't do it with the weights, just sit down and bring your feet off the ground. Well done, keep breathing through. And we're finished, well done. Okay, so now we're doing bum kicks. So you're standing with your legs shoulder width apart, just bringing your heel up to your bum every time. If this is too difficult for you, then just bring your legs as high as you can get them behind you. You can even place your hands on the back of a chair, make sure it's nice and stable, and then bring your legs up behind you. I want you to feel as comfortable as you can, as supported as you can. Don't do anything you're not comfortable with. You can keep repeating this routine every few days and trying to add in extra little bits to make it more difficult. So you're doing well, bringing those legs up and down, up and down. Not long left. And we're finished, well done. So back to that march again. So if you've got the weights, grab the weights. Let's get started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. This is just designed as completely low impact We're supporting your knees, supporting your hips, your ankles. Just moving those arms a little bit. Getting a heart rate raised, but not too high. So after this exercise, we're already halfway through. So there's 10 exercises we're going to be doing. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant, you're doing so well halfway through. So now we're on to our step jacks. So rather than doing jumping jacks, you're going to be stepping your leg out to the side, lifting your arm in the air. If your coordination's not so good, then keep your arms down and just step your leg out to the side and slowly work up to adding in the arms. If you're doing this and this is maybe your 4th or 5th time doing it and you're starting to find it quite easy, then you can try and do jumping jacks, but only if you're able to do them. So just stretch that arm up in the air, stretching your side. Keep your core tight while you're doing this. And just tap your leg out to the side. You can even add some weights into your hands if you want to make this a little bit more difficult. As I said, grab a bottle of water and hold that for your weight. And we're finished, well done. So back to our march again. 10 seconds left, are you ready? Have a drink of water if you need one, get your towel, dab yourself down. 3, 2, 1, and we're off again on our march. If you've got a step at home, so if you're doing this somewhere where you've got stairs, you can always step up and down if you feel comfortable to do that. Make sure you got your balance before you start stepping anywhere. Keep breathing through. As you can see from the timer, we've only got 3 more exercises left after this one. Keep tapping through, well done, you're doing well. And we're finished, on to the next exercise. So we've got, it's called a jackknife. So you're basically bringing your knee up as high as you can and driving your elbow down to your knee. If you want, hold on to the back of a chair like I said before and just do one side for 20 seconds and then switch to the other side for 20 seconds. Knee down, keeping your core tight, squeezing your side as you're doing this. So if you're switching, switch over now to do the opposite side. This one works your obliques and your abs slightly. And works your hip flexors as well, bringing those legs up and down. We're going to be back to the marching really soon. And relax. Take a breather, take a break. Back to our lovely march. How you all feeling? Hope you're doing well. We've only got 2 exercises left. So march, and then one last one, that's a squat. 3, 2, 1, and we're off again on our march. So there's so many variations to this march. You can make the weights heavier, you can drop the weights, as I said, you can use a step. You can even run on the spot if you feel like you can. Just go to your limit. We've got loads of different videos as well. If you feel like this one's too easy for you, try our other at-home exercises. 3, 2, 1, and last 20-second break. So we're on to a squat. Now we've got 2 variations of this. Legs shoulder width apart, coming down so your bum's in line with your knees. Don't feel like you need to go so low. Or you can have a chair and sit down on your chair and stand back up again. Add some weights in if you feel like you can. You don't even need to go so low. Go as low as you feel comfortable and slowly work up to doing a full squat. As I said, you can also have a chair in front of you here. If you don't want to sit down on it, have your hands on the back of the chair and use that for support to help you come up and down. You're doing really well. This is our last exercise. Try and do this routine a few times every week and you'll slowly build up and get stronger and stronger. 3, 2, 1.
So as you can see from this video, you don't need to be a 20-year-old jumping around everywhere to get your heart rate high and do some exercise. Any movement is good movement, no matter how much you're putting into it. If you want, I gave you a few options to make it harder. So next time, do the video and add in some weights, try the harder version. See you again soon.